go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the Blue Devils will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the ground with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will have its first possession of the game. Shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Back open in the middle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman, but just...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
14-2-0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
There he goes! Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Leading off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away.
Now, fourth down.
He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up. And down he goes back at the 3.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Can they catch him? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the single back. Fights off a defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabs it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Gonna look downfield again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 4 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting going.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can...
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, Well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got his man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback, give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the missed connection on third down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. Gets away from one. Buys a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The pitch to the left. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Unleashes it on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. He's loose down the left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
and man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Breaks into the open.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Picks up the first down. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Fires to the big fella, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Smith. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The corners are walked up tight. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little.
Turning it on! At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. and 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Gets it out fast.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. And
lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's second and long. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quickly complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Trying play action. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a push on fourth down. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense